Reading to you from Luke chapter 6, verse 28 from the New King James Version. And this is Jesus speaking in his famous Sermon on the Mount. So it goes Luke 6:28. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who spitefully use you. This is meant to be a challenge to the followers of Jesus. It's a test to have people who speak ill of you, who may be attempting to harm your reputation and maybe just trying to use you to ladder climb or use you to get whatever it is that they're wanting from you. Jesus is saying that even in those moments, in order to be called children of God, we have to act like Jesus, who loved the sinner while he was yet sinning. That's us. We're sinners. And we have been changed and transformed by Christ to look more like him. And if you've never had anyone speak ill of you or just seek to cause damage to your reputation or whatever type of thing, Jesus actually earlier in this passage says, woe to you if everyone speaks good of you, because if that happens, then you're probably not living a life like me, like Jesus, because people didn't like Jesus. Some people really liked him and they followed him, and there were a lot of people. He created a lot of enemies while he was here. And he's saying that even sinners love other people who love them, but a true follower of Jesus and a child of God proves it in challenging moments where people are seeking to cause damage to us. And he says, pray for them. And we should consider it an honor when there are people who seek to, cause defamation to us or seek to cause us harm, because in those moments we can know that God is trying to build something inside of us and grow a greater and deeper love for Christ. And we can do that by praying for those who curse us, blessing them. And even though it's challenging, I promise you that the best way to clear your headspace of that traumatic thing that might have happened, or to clear your headspace of that thought that just runs rampant in your mind, that this person is seeking to destroy you, the best way to clear your headspace is to just pray for them, and you'll feel the peace of God come on your life. I know you will. So let's just do that today. If Jesus brought someone up in your mind, you might be going through a challenging situation at work with someone who's really just they're trying to use you, or they're the ones who are trying to get the promotion, and they're trying to trample you into the dirt in order to do it. And you might be worried about it. Pray about them, and you'll feel God's peace. Whatever the situation is, Jesus is bringing that up to your mind right now. We're going to pray. Jesus, I first of all just thank you that you loved me in spite of my sin. That when I didn't even know it, I was causing damage to your heart, Jesus, and you had to bear my sins on the cross. You chose to do that, God, and you chose to love me. And I just pray right now over every person that you died for. I pray for the person that has someone is attacking them, someone is gossiping about them, and they feel wronged, they feel like they've been cursed by this other person. God, I pray that right now they would start to pray for their enemies. God, I pray for people who I feel are my enemies, Jesus. I pray that you would bless them. I pray that every person here listening to me today, that they would learn to prove that they're your children by blessing and praying for those who curse them. It's in your word. We want to follow your word, God. I pray that the peace of God would rest on their minds and they wouldn't be worried about that situation any longer as they begin to just step into their calling as your children.